Hi everybody, this is Dion Lyle with Cherry25, your host for Fintech-5. This week on Fintech-5, I'm going to review FT Partners' 2019 Annual Fintech Almanac. Just goes into the financing and M&A of the space that we all love to follow. So 2019, no big surprise, another big year. Although, if you're like me and been in fintech a while, you keep hearing about the coming slowdown. Haven't seen it yet. So financing or VC-backed investments, 44.6 billion. 1,800 transactions. This is the second largest year behind 2018. However, as the team at FT Partners points out, if you remove financial from 2018, they did a $14 billion transaction, then 2019 is actually the largest year. On the M&A side, we all heard about FIS, First Data, Global, Fiserv, TSYS. I mean, just gigantic M&A payment deals this last year. $233 billion, 989 transactions. So that's the largest in both volume and transaction count. Now let's look at the North America largest deals. What I found interesting here was Bright Health and Clover, two of the largest ones, are in an area I don't really follow, which is healthcare fintech. Very great space, booming, excellent. I probably need to start to follow that a little closer. You've got Chime. You've got Verafin doing the banking reg tech. You got Root Insurance. That's a really interesting one. Robinhood that we all know, either we use or we've seen them in the news because they're more business to consumer. Lemonade, another insurtech, and Carta. Carta is one of the great stories here, really. They make cap table math easy, and if you're like me, you've done investments, I did corporate venture. Cap table math is not easy, and really, God bless the people at Carta for making that easy. So interesting, North America. Then you have Euro UK. Now in the future, how are they going to break out Euro UK after Brexit? That'll be determined. The first one off the bat, though, the Greensill, two big investments, 800 million and 655 million by SoftBank. Ever since the WeWork fiasco, I'm always skeptical when I see SoftBank Vision Fund, partly because, as Professor Galloway points out in his excellent threads, they really they feed themselves with round after round of them pricing the round. So a little bit skeptical, but I do love Greensill. Great company, doing a great job. Klarna, Oak North. So what you see here is banking, lending, tech, but that includes N26 and Monzo that are really neo or challenger banks. Maybe those need to be broken out separately. I'm not sure. I'm certainly not going to tell FT Partners how to categorize. But you do see a lot of insurtech here, even distribution between UK, Germany, with a little bit of Ireland, Sweden in there as well. Now let's look at the rest of the world. That's mainly China, India. Biggest one of the year was Paytm out of India for $1 billion. Payments, obviously. Nubank, a neobank out of Brazil. You see more Brazil here than you expect. The other thing I find really interesting, notice Riskified out of Israel. How is that the only Israeli company on this list? I really find Israel Tech to be absolutely world-beating, and I'm surprised this list doesn't include more. Maybe it's just the way the financings work. So who does the investments? Well, Sequoia number one, longtime fintech investor, Excel. Ribbit Capital, of course, they're great, and what they do is all fintech. Tiger Global, Andreessen Horowitz, A16Z, Angela Strange over there. She does a great job. QED Ventures, East Coast, Frank Rotman and the team do a great job there. And then you've got a couple others. Now, on the corporate venture side, what I found so interesting, Coinbase Ventures, number one. That's really amazing. So then you have Goldman Sachs. They've been very aggressive, and I'll probably do a Fintech-5 on Goldman. I just find their markets platform fascinating. Citi Ventures, my old friends. Salesforce Ventures in fintech. That's great. Visa, you see on here, they're already off to a great start in 2020. New York friends, but I brought the receipts on the Silicon Valley versus New York City fintech. 10.5 billion, 4.4. Quite a bit of difference. Chime, SoFi, Stripe. I mean, these are the big names. Marqeta, Affirm, Carta, again. Bluevine, really a great job they're doing with B2B financing. So what I really find interesting then is by sector. And this is where I think Steve and the team are going to have a tough time in the next couple of years, because Banking lending tech, I don't think that's one category anymore. I think that's going to have to become two, maybe even three if you count neobanks. Because if you look at the list, N26 Nubank, they're neobanks, right? And then you've got payments, fair enough, wealth, capital tech, healthcare, fintech coming up. That's an area I think I'm going to have to dive into, insurtech. But what I find interesting about the split is as you look at the split, there's a lot going on in banking payments. The other part of this split that I want to see in the future, B2B versus B2C. I have more of an interest and background in B2B, but I think you have to track both. I would like to see that broken out separate. I think that makes a lot of sense. And then the Neo Challenger Bank piece has to be separate as well. Well, that's it for me on this week's FinTech 5. I look forward to your comments, and I'll probably, for my next segment, dive deeper into the same report. It's really a wealth of knowledge, and I highly recommend you get it, and if you have time, dig into it. All right, well, that's it for this week on FinTech 5. Thanks for watching.